Okay, this would be the last part of rational expression lecture, right? So, complex rational expression, complex rational expression. Rational expression in a slightly different format. It looks a little bit more complicated than the previous case, but not too bad, right? The main, I guess, question would be simplify. Simplify. So let's say you have 1 over 2 plus 3 over x over x plus 3 over 4. And you need to simplify this. Now, there are, I guess, more than one way to deal with this. One of the technique that I would recommend is to get rid of all the denominator if you can. So check out the denominator. This is 2 is denominator, x is denominator, 4 is denominator. So we have 2x and 4. And what we're looking for is least common multiple of this. Least common multiple. What would be the least common multiple between 2x and 4? Well, that's 4x. So what we are going to do to top and the bottom, we are going to multiply 4x and 4x like this. 4x and 4x like this. What it does, it'll cancel all the denominator. Now, when we multiply this 4x, that means we're going to multiply to 4x in this and this. When we multiply 4x, it'll multiply to this whole thing, right? So let's rewrite. Now this would be 4x times 1/2 plus 4x times 3 over x. The whole thing over 4x times x plus 3 and 4. You know, if I just make one more comment about this. This looks like two terms, but it shares one denominator, 4. So that's why we are only multiplying this. We look at this as a single term, one term, and we're multiplying this 4x just once. Now, if we multiply 4x just like that, now let's see what cancels out. This 2 cancels out with 4, becomes 2. This x cancels out with this x. You know, when they cancel, what do they actually become? They actually become 1 when they cancel, right? So this 4 cancels with this 4. All right, so let's rewrite result. So this cancels out, this become 1, and we have 2 times x. So this would be 2x. What about here? This x cancels out, so we have 4 times 3. So this should be just 12. What about here? This cancels out, so we have x times x plus 3. We have this, right? So, I mean, if you stop here, I don't think I'll take mark off, but to be precise, you need to put it in the simplest form, meaning factored form. I see that I can factor 2 out, like that, on the top. On the bottom, it's just going to be x plus 3. just like that. And let's see what x value that we do not want as a denominator. Well, from here, x cannot be equal to 0. X cannot be equal to -3 from here. Not just that, if you just check the original form, then, well, not just the final answer, you should check the original form any step along the way that you do not want as x. Well, I guess these two are the only restriction that we should have. So this should be answer, and that should come along. Okay. So rational expression in complex form looks complicated, but the main trick is just to figure out the term, in our case 4x, to get rid of, to multiply top and the bottom to get rid of all the denominator. Once you do that, then it's easier to handle, easier to calculate, right? Okay.